All right, let's get this deep dive started. Today, it's all about CapCut. You know that video editing app we've been hearing so much about?
Yeah.
Seems like it's everywhere these days, and you sent over a ton of info on it. I gotta say, color me intrigued. We're gonna break it all down, see what all the fuss is about, figure out if it really lives up to the hype.
Right.
So if you're out there thinking about giving video editing a shot, whether you're a complete beginner or you've been at it for years, stick with us. This deep dive is for you.
It's definitely generating a lot of buzz, and for good reason, I think.
Mm-hmm.
People are calling it this really user-friendly, powerful tool, something that can work for a pretty wide range of users.
Okay, so let's get specific. What exactly is CapCut? Give me the rundown.
Well, at its core, CapCut is a video editing app, and it's been making some serious waves, especially in the mobile editing world. Yeah, and the big talk is all about how easy it is to use. Like, the whole idea is that even if you've never even opened a video editing app before, you can just jump right in and start creating.
That's a bold claim.
Right. But here's the thing. They haven't sacrificed features just to make it simple. You get a surprisingly robust set of tools to play with.
Okay, so it's not just a bare bones app.
No, not at all.
Now, I gotta ask about these AI features. Automatic captioning and background removal. It almost sounds too good to be true. Is it really that easy?
I'd say you're right to be excited about those features. They're definitely not just gimmicks. Imagine this. You're working on a marketing video for your business, right? You've got this amazing footage, but the background's just distracting.
Yeah, I've been there.
With CapCut, that AI background removal can save you so much time and hassle. No more manually editing it out frame by frame. It frees you up to focus on the creative stuff.
I see. So it's not just about saving time. It's about empowering users to create more professional-looking content without needing, like, a film degree?
That's exactly it. And think about accessibility. That AI captioning can be huge for reaching a wider audience.
True. Very true.
Yeah, it opens up your content to folks who might not be able to hear it otherwise.
You mentioned CapCut doesn't skimp on features. What kind of tools are we talking about here? Fill me in.
Well, you've got all the basic editing functions. Trimming, cutting, splicing, all that good stuff.
Yeah, the essentials.
Right. But it goes beyond that. You can add transitions, text overlays, filters, effects, all within this really intuitive interface.
Yeah.
It's like they designed it to be an extension of your creative thinking.
I'm picturing myself like a vlogger using CapCut on the go. Sounds like a dream for quick edits and social media content.
Oh, absolutely. And they've got this massive library of royalty-free music and sound effects to make things even easier. Let's say you're working on a travel vlog and you need some upbeat music or maybe the sound of ocean waves crashing. It's all right there in the app. You don't have to hunt for external sources.
That's amazing. No more copyright headaches, which is a relief for anyone creating content for online platforms.
For sure.
Now, I also heard that CapCut isn't limited to just your phone, right?
You heard right. It's available across multiple platforms, your phone, your computer, even through a web browser. So you could start editing on your phone during your commute and then seamlessly pick up where you left off on your computer at home. That kind of flexibility is pretty remarkable.
Multi-platform accessibility, powerful features, user-friendly interface. It's a lot to take in. But who is CapCut really for? Is it just for the TikTok and Instagram crowd?
While it's definitely popular with social media folks, it's way more versatile than that. Think of it as a tool for anyone who wants to up their video content game.
Okay, so like a small business owner wanting to make snappy marketing videos, a teacher making engaging educational content, or even just someone putting together a fun family video, they could all use CapCut.
Absolutely. It caters to a really broad range of users and needs.
So far, it's sounding pretty impressive, I gotta say. But let's talk about the cost. Is it another one of those subscription services I gotta add to my ever-growing list?
Well, here's the best part. It's free to use.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah. And we're not talking about some watered-down free trial. You get a surprisingly comprehensive set of features in the free version. Even those fancy AI features we talked about are included.
Wow, that's practically unheard of for a video editing app these days. What's the catch? There's gotta be a catch.
Well, there is one small trade-off. The free version does include a watermark on your exported videos.
Okay, there it is.
But even with that watermark, the free version of CapCut is still incredibly powerful.
Yeah, I'm following you.
It's a game changer for anyone who might have been intimidated by professional-level video editing software. It's like they've taken all that complex stuff and made it accessible to everyone.
So if someone's on the fence about trying CapCut, what would you say to them?
I'd say jump in and give it a shot. Honestly, you might be surprised at what you can create. The barrier to entry is so low, it's almost a no-brainer to download it and see what it's all about.
I have to admit, you've got me pretty convinced. I'm starting to see why everyone is so excited about this app. But before I rush off to download it, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this whole thing. How do you think this kind of accessible video editing technology might impact the future of content creation?
That's a great question, and one that I think deserves some real thought. When you step back and look at the bigger picture, CapCut is part of a larger trend towards democratizing creative tools.
Democratizing creative tools. I like that. What exactly do you mean by that?
I mean, it's all about giving more people the power to create. Video editing used to be this specialized skill that required expensive software and a certain level of technical know-how.
Right, it was kind of a closed-off world.
Exactly. But with apps like CapCut, those barriers are starting to crumble. You don't need a film degree or a fancy computer to create high-quality videos anymore. You can do it all using just your phone.
So instead of needing a film degree or a fancy computer, you can now create high-quality videos using just your phone.
Exactly. And that opens up a whole world of possibilities. Imagine a world where small businesses, independent artists, even students have the tools to tell their stories and share your ideas through video in a way that just wasn't possible before.
It's like giving everyone a voice, a platform to showcase their creativity and perspective.
Exactly. And it's not just about giving more people access to video editing. It's also about empowering them to do it well. CapCut's intuitive interface and AI-powered features can help users create professional-looking videos without needing years of experience.
So it's not just about quantity, it's about quality as well.
Absolutely. And I think this is where things get really interesting. What happens when everyone has the ability to create high-quality video content? How does that change the landscape of media and communication?
Those are some seriously thought-provoking questions. It seems like CapCut might be more than just another video editing app. It could be a catalyst for a whole new era of creative expression.
It certainly has that potential. And that's what I find so exciting about tools like this. They have the power to change the game, to level the playing field, and to empower individuals in ways we might not even fully grasp yet.
I'm feeling inspired. But before we get too deep into those bigger questions, let's get back to the practicalities of CapCut. We've covered a lot of ground: its features, ease of use, target audience. But what about the nitty-gritty, the pros and cons? What should our listeners really know before they dive in?
Okay, let's break it down. Pros. Well, we've touched on a lot of them already. It's free to use, incredibly user-friendly, packed with powerful features, and available across multiple platforms.
Sounds good so far. Cons. Gotta be some, right? That watermark on the free version has to be a bit of a bummer for some people.
Yeah, the watermark is definitely a factor to consider. But remember, it's only present in the free version. If you decide you really love CapCut and want to remove the watermark, you can always upgrade to the paid version.
And what about those in-app purchases we mentioned before? Are those a deal breaker for some users?
I think while some folks might be a bit hesitant to spend extra on those in-app purchases, it's important to remember that the free version is incredibly capable on its own. You can achieve a lot without spending a dime.
So those in-app purchases are really just for unlocking some extra features for the more advanced users.
Exactly. It's like upgrading your toolkit as your skills and needs evolve.
Okay, so it seems like the pros definitely outweigh the cons. Anything else our listeners should keep in mind before they jump into CapCut?
One thing to consider is that even though it's super user-friendly, there's still a bit of a learning curve, especially if you're brand new to video editing.
Yeah, I can see that.
But the good news is that there are tons of tutorials and resources available online.
So if you get stuck, you can easily find help.
Absolutely. And honestly, the best way to learn is by doing. Don't be afraid to experiment, play around with the features, see what you can create. You might surprise yourself.
Great advice. All right, so let's recap this first part of our deep dive. We've covered a lot: what CapCut is, who it's for, its pros and cons, and even its potential impact on the future of content creation.
It's been a fascinating conversation so far. We've explored this game-changing app, and I think it's safe to say that CapCut is more than just a fleeting trend. It's a powerful tool with the potential to democratize video editing and empower a whole new generation of creators.
I completely agree. And to our listeners, if you're intrigued by what you've heard so far, stay tuned for part 2 of our deep dive.
where we're going to go even deeper into the world of CapCut and explore some of its most innovative features.
Welcome back. I'm really excited to dig into some of the specific things that make CapCut so unique.
Yeah, me too. In the last part, we were talking about those AI features, and I'm super curious to hear more about how those actually work in practice. Are they truly as user-friendly as they claim to be, or do you need, like, a degree in computer science to figure them out?
Uh-huh. No computer science degree required, I promise. One of the things that makes CapCut stand out is how they've managed to integrate these really powerful AI tools into an interface that's still super user-friendly. You don't need any coding experience or any kind of specialized knowledge to use them effectively.
So walk me through it. Let's say I'm a small business owner and I want to put together a quick promo video for a new product I'm launching. How can those AI features in CapCut help me do that?
Right, so imagine you've shot some footage of your product, but maybe the lighting isn't the best or there's a bit of distracting background noise. CapCut's AI can actually step in and automatically enhance the video quality. You can adjust the lighting, reduce the noise, basically make your footage look a whole lot more professional.
So it's like having a virtual film crew at your fingertips.
Exactly. And it goes beyond just the visuals. Remember those automatic captions we were talking about? Those can be a game changer for making sure your content is accessible to everyone. So let's say you're making a tutorial video for your product. Using CapCut's auto-captioning feature means that people who are deaf or hard of hearing can follow along without any issues.
That's such a good point. It's not just about making things easier for yourself, it's about inclusivity as well.
Absolutely. And speaking of inclusivity, there's even a feature that can automatically translate those captions into different languages.
Wait, seriously, so now my little product demo can have global reach?
That's the power of these AI tools. They're not just about making things. That's a great question. And while those templates can be a lifesaver for someone who's just starting out, they're not just for newbies. Even if you're an experienced editor, you can still benefit from using them as kind of a jumping off point for your projects.
Okay, so it's like having a pre-built foundation that you can customize to fit your specific needs.
Exactly. Like, let's say you're making a video for a social media campaign. CapCut has tons of templates that are designed specifically for platforms like TikTok and Instagram. They're already optimized for the right aspect ratios and video lengths, so you don't have to worry about all that technical stuff.
Smart. It takes all the guesswork out of formatting for different platforms.
And the best part is that you can still tweak and customize them to your liking. You can change the colors, the fonts, the music, even add your own footage and effects.
So it's a nice balance between convenience and still having that creative control.
Precisely.
Really.
It's about giving people the tools to create polished videos, but without putting any limits on their creative vision.
This is getting me really excited. Okay, but I think it's time to address the elephant in the room. That watermark on the free version. Is it really that noticeable? And how much does it actually impact the quality of your videos?
Well, the watermark is a small logo that appears in the corner of your videos when you export them. It's semi-transparent, so it's not super intrusive, but you can definitely see it.
Right, so if someone is just making videos for fun or sharing with friends, the watermark probably isn't a big deal. But if you're trying to build a professional brand or maybe even monetize your content, it could be a bit of a hurdle.
That's a good point. And honestly, the watermark is really the main trade-off for using the free version. If you decide that you really love CapCut and want that watermark gone, the paid version is actually pretty affordable compared to a lot of other professional video editing software out there.
So it's kind of a try before you buy situation.
Exactly. You can test out the free version to see if you like it, and then decide if it's worth the upgrade to get that clean watermark-free look.
That makes sense. Now, I also wanted to circle back to the asset library. We mentioned it briefly before, but I'd love to hear more about what kind of stuff is actually available in there and how it can enhance the videos I'm making.
Oh, the asset library is like a dream come true for video creators. It's packed with all kinds of royalty-free music, sound effects, stickers, fonts, even video transitions.
Wow, so it's like a one-stop shop for all your video editing needs. Give me some specifics. What kind of music can I find in there?
They have a really diverse selection of music that can fit any kind of mood or genre you can imagine. So whether you're looking for upbeat pop music for a travel vlog, calming ambient sounds for a meditation video, even dramatic orchestral scores for a mini movie you're making, you're bound to find something that works perfectly.
And what about sound effects? I'm picturing everything from birds chirping to city noises to laser blasts and explosions.
You name it, they've got it. They have this huge range of sound effects you can use to add a touch of realism or just make your videos a little more fun and whimsical. And the best part, it's all royalty-free. No copyright worries when you're sharing your videos online.
That's a huge relief, especially for anyone making content for YouTube, TikTok, any of those platforms.
Exactly. They really went all out to make sure their asset library is a valuable resource for video creators of all levels.
Okay, so let's take a minute to recap. CapCut has got these impressive AI features that are super user-friendly, a massive asset library full of royalty-free goodies, and those helpful templates that can save a ton of time. But let's zoom out a bit. How does CapCut fit into the bigger picture of video editing? Where does it stand in this ever-evolving world?
That's a really insightful question, and one that I think is worth some serious reflection.
I'm ready. Lay it on me.
Well, for a long time, video editing was this kind of exclusive club, right? It was reserved for professionals who had access to expensive software and years of experience.
Yeah, it felt like a closed-off world for sure.
Exactly. But now you have CapCut and other mobile video editing apps like it, and they're really challenging that old way of thinking. They're making video editing more accessible, more affordable, empowering anyone who has a smartphone to tell their stories and share their creativity.
So it's not just about simplifying video editing, it's about democratizing the entire process.
Precisely. And this has huge implications for the future of content creation. We're already seeing this shift towards more diverse voices and perspectives in media, and tools like CapCut are playing a major role in that change.
It's pretty exciting to think about how this could empower individuals and communities to share their stories and connect with audiences all over the world.
It really is a transformative time to be a video creator, and CapCut is right at the forefront of this movement.
So in what specific ways do you see CapCut shaping the future of video editing? Do you think we're going to see a decline in the use of traditional desktop software?
That's a fascinating question. While I don't think desktop software is going away anytime soon, I do believe that mobile apps like CapCut will keep gaining popularity.
Especially as smartphones get even more powerful and packed with features.
Right. We're already seeing this kind of merging of mobile and desktop capabilities, where apps like CapCut offer features and functionality that are on par with professional-grade software.
So in a sense, CapCut is blurring the lines between what's considered amateur and professional video editing.
Exactly. It's making it easier for anyone to create really high-quality videos, regardless of their budget or technical skills. And this is only the beginning, you know? I'm really excited to see how CapCut continues to evolve and push the boundaries of what we think is possible with mobile video editing.
I'm with you on that. I'm already getting all these ideas for videos swirling around in my head. But before I run off and unleash my inner Spielberg, let's take a closer look at one of CapCut's most innovative features, its keyframe animation capabilities.
Keyframes. This is where things get really fun.
So for those of us who might not be familiar with the technical side of video editing, can you break down what keyframe animation is and why it's such a big deal?
Sure thing. Basically, keyframe animation is a way to create movement and change in your video over time. Like imagine you want to have some text fly across the screen. You'd use keyframes to set specific points in time where you want that text to be in a certain position. CapCut then smooths out the movement between those points, and voila, seamless animation.
So it's like choreographing the movement of different elements within your video. I'm starting to see how that could add a whole new layer of polish, make things look more professional.
Exactly. Keyframes give you so much control over the little details of your animations. You can create subtle effects, or you can go big and bold, whatever you want. And CapCut has made it surprisingly easy to use. You definitely don't need to be like a professional animator to master it.
That's what I love about CapCut. It takes all these complex ideas and makes them easy enough for everyday people to use. Give me an example. How might someone use keyframe animation in, say, a real-world scenario?
Okay, so let's say you're a food blogger creating a video recipe. You could use keyframes to make the ingredients zoom in from the side of the screen, or have text overlays fade in and out, or even do a cool stop-motion effect where your dish is coming together.
Ooh, stop motion. Now I'm getting hungry.
No.
Those animations would definitely make those recipe videos a lot more fun to watch.
For sure. And that's just scratching the surface of what you can do with keyframes in CapCut. There are so many possibilities.
This is amazing. I feel like I'm only just now discovering the true potential of this app. Any other, hidden gems or lesser-known features you think our listeners should know about?
One feature that I think people often overlook is the masking tool. Basically, masking lets you apply effects or adjustments to very specific parts of your video. Like say you want to blur out a face or brighten up someone's eyes. You can use masking to do that without affecting the rest of the image.
That's so useful, especially for anyone working with sensitive footage or just wanting to get really creative with their edits.
Totally. Oh, and another cool one is the ability to create custom speed ramps. You can use that to play with the speed of your footage, create slow motion effects, time lapses, things like that. Imagine capturing a gorgeous sunset in slow-mo or speeding up footage of traffic moving through a city.
I'm adding that to my list of things to try. I can already picture some epic travel videos with those speed ramp effects.
Right. It can add a lot of impact and visual interest to your videos. And again, CapCut has made those tools super simple to use, even if you've never done anything like that before.
It seems like CapCut has thought of everything. They've managed to pack all these incredible features into this one app. But with all these bells and whistles, is there anything it can't do? Are there any limitations that our listeners should be aware of?
That's a good question. I mean, CapCut is definitely versatile, but there are a few things to keep in mind. One is that it is primarily a mobile app. You'll need a smartphone or tablet to use it. So if you really prefer working on a desktop, you might find that the mobile interface isn't ideal.
Right, but they do have that web browser version, don't they?
They do. And it's a great alternative if you need to work on a bigger screen or you just prefer using a mouse and keyboard. But the thing is, the web version doesn't have all the same features as the mobile app.
So it's a trade-off. You get the bigger screen and maybe more precise control with the web version, but you might have to sacrifice some of those cool features from the mobile app.
Exactly. It just depends on what you need and what you prefer in a workflow.
All right, so as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of CapCut, what are your final thoughts? Is it truly the game changer it's made out to be?
I honestly believe CapCut represents a really significant shift in the video editing landscape. It's making it so much easier for anyone to create high-quality videos, which really democratizes the creative process. And it's not just about accessibility. It's also pushing the boundaries of what mobile technology can achieve.
Well, you've definitely convinced me. I'm downloading CapCut right after this. And to all our listeners out there, if you're looking for a powerful and intuitive video editing tool, I highly recommend checking out CapCut. You never know, you might just unlock your inner filmmaker.
That's the spirit. And remember, the best way to learn is by diving in and experimenting. Have fun with it. You might surprise yourself with what you're capable of creating.
And on that note, we'll wrap up our deep dive into the world of CapCut. We hope you've enjoyed the conversation and maybe learned a few new things along the way. Until next time, keep those creative sparks flying.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.